Hello, welcome to the PHP classes site. I am Manuel Lemos, the founder and developer of the site. Before we move on to the tutorial video of today, let me tell you a bit about something I am sure you will like. Would you like to work on remote PHP jobs from your home or wherever you are now? Did you say yes? Good. Stay until the end of this short tutorial video so I can tell you more about how you can have access to many remote PHP jobs that are available for you now. Now let's move on with our tutorial video of today. In this tutorial, you will learn how can PHP strict types help preventing bugs when migrating to PHP 7 or PHP 8. Strict type support allows PHP to check if types of values passed to functions are of the expected type. This possibility makes it easier for developers to catch bugs in code that pass the wrong types of values to strict functions. Strict type support was introduced in PHP 7. To make all the projects take advantage of strict types, you need to migrate those projects to PHP 7 to take advantage of this and other PHP 7 features. In this tutorial, you will learn how to perform a smooth migration of old projects to PHP 7 so you can use strict types without introducing backwards incompatible changes that could cause more bugs to appear in your projects. As an introduction, I'd like to tell you in advance that in this tutorial, you will learn about what are PHP strict types, why you may need to use PHP 7 strict types in your PHP projects, how can you smoothly migrate to use PHP 7 strict types in your PHP projects. So what are PHP strict types? Strict typing is a feature introduced in PHP 7 to help developers creating more robust PHP projects. It allows you to create PHP functions that have the types of the argument values checked at the runtime to be able to verify if the types are correct. With your PHP 7, it was already possible to declare functions with type declarations of array and class arguments like these. PHP 7 also made it possible to declare functions that require the arguments to have scalar types like integer, string, float, and boolean. To enable strict typing when running code in PHP 7, you need to add a declaration at the top of PHP scripts that requires strict type checking like this. So why you may need to use PHP 7 strict types in your PHP projects? Historically, PHP has been very tolerant of programmer mistakes. For instance, you can pass values to function arguments without having the values types checked when the function are called. This is good and bad. It is good because you do not need to type so much code as in strict type language, like for instance Java. It can be bad if you have a bug that makes a value of a wrong type be passed to a function, and then the bug may go unnoticed for a long time until you realize that the bug has bad consequences, like for instance, incorrect information being stored in a database. So being able to detect when wrong types of values are passed to a function may help you to find and fix bugs sooner. This will help you to create code that will have a greater quality and takes less time to develop. So how can you smoothly migrate to use PHP 7 strict types in your PHP projects? Migrating your code to take advantage of PHP 7 strict types is easy. You can just add type declarations to function arguments that did not have the types defined, like those described already before. Then you need to add a declaration of strict types options at the top of PHP scripts. That is fine, but if you add strict typing checking to all your functions, you may need to have a lot more work to fix the code that is calling those functions. This becomes a bigger problem when you are developing code for other developers. If they did not migrate their code to be ready to call strict typed functions, their code will stop working. A better approach to add strict typing checking is to do it progressively. So let's take a look at the steps to do this now. So the first step is to add strict versions of your functions to your code. This means that you can add another version to each function in your code that imposes strict type checking. The original version will still be there, but will not impose strict type checking. Then you can make the non-strict version of the function to call the strict version of that function. Let's take a look at an example to make this clear for you. So here is the function without the strict type checking. And then here, this is the function with the strict type checking, as we mentioned. So the next step, the second step, is to notify in advance developers that use your code about the stricter migration. Once you make these changes, you can tell the developers that you are evolving your code to be stricter. Make sure you tell them that the evolution is to help making their code more robust. You should also give them some time to migrate their code, like for instance, 6 months. The third step is to make all the code stricter. After the time that you gave those developers to migrate their code, you can make all the code strict by adding type checking to all your code, so your functions will look like this. So now, the main function is strict type, and then the regular function will still exist, but would just do the same type checking, so it will be consistent. The fourth step is to simplify your code rewriting effort using the Stern PHP type safety package. As you may have seen, these steps are simple, but if you want to evolve classes with many functions, it is a lot of work to do this maintenance effort on your code. This is a method that the Stern PHP type safety package can help you. It provides a trait that you can use to make all the calls to the original functions be forwarded to the strict versions of your class functions. So a class that you want to evolve would look like this. So basically this is it. Have an happy migration of your code to work better in newer PHP versions. So as I promised, here are the instructions on how to get access to many remote jobs that are available in the site. First, you start in the home page and go here on the button that says Remote PHP Jobs. You click on this link actually, and then you go to a page on which you get a listing of the latest remote jobs. Some are not remote, but the majority is remote. So you can work on them if you apply and you get accepted, and then you can work on those jobs remotely from your home, from your office, from wherever you are. If you want to work from the beach, if you prefer, that is fine. It does not matter. What matters is that you do the work. And so you have lots of work, lots of job opportunities here. Then you need first to announce you are available. Here, this is something that is free. You do not need to pay anything to announce that you are available. You just need to fill a form on which you tell a bit about yourself, put your name, and then tell that you are available for hiring. Click on the button just to get job offers by email, as well get profile statistics by email, which is interesting in case there is somebody inspecting your profile to evaluate if you are a suitable developer so for some kind of job here. Then put the country. The address is not important, nor the zip code. The city is just a matter to put you in a specific place on the map, and that will be available with all the developers that work in your country, your region. You can as well put a home page, mobile phone, regular phone if you have one. Then you just click save, and then you move on to the professional skills page. On this page, you just tell what are skills. There are several tabs here for you to fill, just to specify what is your what are your abilities. You can put many types of abilities here, like tell how long you have been working with PHP, PHP 5 if you are more specific. Here you can click on the year and the month. It's approximate, it does not need to be accurate. If you do not remember, just put the year and then put some month. Specify also so you have JavaScript skills, because these are often required for PHP developers. Then if you have other skills for other languages, this is not important. Databases, yes, often MySQL server skills are important. Operating systems, not very important, but often it requires you to know about Linux, because Linux is often used on the servers that run PHP. Frameworks, to specify any that you may work on. Click on Laravel. Again, you specify the year that you started working on it, so others may know what is your experience in terms of years and months you have been working on with these frameworks and other skills. JavaScript specific skills like jQuery, Node.js, Angular, and so on. Any apps that you have experience, for instance, WordPress. Often there are job openings that allow you to work remotely if you can work with WordPress. Version control like Git. Git is very important nowadays. Everybody should be able to work with Git. And certification, not very important, but if you have a Zen certified engineer course and certificate, you can also specify your code here. Then you save your profile and you are ready to go. And here you get listed in the professionals of your country. If you are a feature professional, which means that you have access to a premium access to the professionals. You are not required to be a premium, to be a feature. You may also be able to get lifetime premium subscription. If you were nominated for the PHP Innovation Award, you also get a special icon in yellow like this. Then you may want to apply to some jobs. So get back to the home page, click again remote jobs, go to that home page. There are many jobs here. You can apply to most of them. If you are a premium subscriber, you may apply to very recent jobs. If you are not, you may apply to other jobs that are available to everybody. Then you get access to the details. You click on the apply to this job, and you get the application details. Sometimes you just need to send an email to the person that is in charge for selecting candidates for each job. Sometimes you need to fill another form in the job-specific application site. It depends, maybe the company site, maybe some other recruiting site, and this is it. So this is very simple. You can have immediate access to many remote jobs that you can apply. So it's up to you now to move on and be happy working from home wherever you are. If you apply to any of these jobs that are being posted frequently on the PHP classes site. For now, that's all. Thank you, and make sure you start applying and filling your professional profile so you can move on and get access to remote jobs soon. Bye.